Always be mindful that the people that you are healing from are always going to tell you that you are talking about your experience that they did to you for way too long and that you need to heal. Just because you are continuing to talk about your experience, it doesn't mean that you have not healed from it. The healing means that you don't allow the same toxic situations back into your life. It doesn't mean that you just stop talking about it. A lot of times the people that have done things to you are ashamed of what they've done to you, and they don't want people to know how terrible they are over and over again. They don't want to be reminded of that. So they tell you that you practically haven't healed if you keep talking about it. And that is not true at all. Exposing people is always going to be uncomfortable for the people that did the things that they've done to you. And that is why a lot of times you see in the industry and so forth, where these people start to get sacrificed and they start to they try to make those people mentally go crazy so that no one believes what they're saying about them. But in the moment that these people were committing crimes against these people and were stealing from them and were being just complete criminals towards them, they had no shame. They had no shame. They had no guilt. If they weren't ashamed at the time they did it, they shouldn't be ashamed at the time that you start exposing them. Healing is uncomfortable within itself. And so once you start to heal, you start to open up old wounds and things that happened to you. And I never want anyone to feel like it's not okay to share those experiences. And I never want anyone to feel like there's a timeline on when you should stop sharing those experiences, because those were your experiences and you were the one that had to endure what happened to you. And this is why I always tell people, get as close to God as possible. But when you start to heal and you start to expose the things that happen to you, because you're going to need to rely on God so heavily, for one, for your protection, and two, to make sure that you don't feel so alone. Like, God literally gives you that feeling of not feeling so alone, because you're going from completely putting your trust in humans into putting your trust in the Most High. And that can be so scary, because that's what the dark side does. They make you feel like you only have to rely on them. They're going to be the ones that lift you up. They're going to be the ones that is your energetic supply, your oxygen. But in reality, you are theirs. And that's why they did what they did to you, because the people that commit these crimes, they're the ones that's depleted. That's the reason they have to take from other people. See a lot of people coming out and exposing people and talking about their experience. And of course, the first thing they want is for these people to shut up. And the last thing I want is for these people to shut up. Like, none of us that has had crimes committed against us should have to be quiet, because it's what makes the people that did these things against us comfortable. God put me in a situation where He showed me that every single human, if you dangle the right thing in front of their face, they will completely turn on you. And so that's what made me completely turn to God. God showed me that if you dangle the right thing in front of their face, they're going to give up on you and they're going to turn on you at any given moment. So turn to God for everything, and then He will align you with the people that are meant to be in your life. You just have to fully trust that He's going to do the realignment, and that's where it gets a little scary and we kind of lose faith. But I honestly can say that since I've been on this journey, it's been so rewarding and it's so worth it.